Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Usha.
Let's start episode 195 of Ask Vidas and Usha podcast. This question was sent by Brandon. He writes, Hi Vidas, my sight reading has improved by taking the course. Slowly but surely. I continue to play very slowly though, around crotchet 50 to 60, depending upon what's going on in the music. I need to slow well down for some of the passages, particularly where there are semi-quaver sections or triplets against quavers, for example. My biggest challenge is that I developed a really bad habit when I was younger, and not studying music properly, I look down from the music desk to see where my fingers are and where the note is I am trying to hit. I sometimes play much slower just to allow my fingers to find the note without me trying to look to see where it is. That continues to be quite a challenge, but I'm improving and I'm grateful for the material. Best wishes, Brandon. So, Brandon is taking our organ sight reading master course.
Excellent.
And he seems to enjoy it. Maybe we should clarify the British nomenclature, right? Terms.
Yes.
Crotchet means probably quarter note.
Quarter note, yes.
And then quaver is probably eighth note.
That's what I'm guessing from.
And
yes,
semi-quaver is probably 16 notes.
Yes.
Right. Excellent. So that will be on the same page. This course is devised in such a way that you are playing, entire Art of Fugue by Bach, plus some additional materials for legato playing suitable for romantic and modern music after that. But for a long time, like maybe 41 week in a row, you're studying Baroque style, right? And playing voice by voice, and then 2-part combinations, 3-part combinations, 4-part combinations taken from contrapuncti by Bach. And of course, I had to do something else with this course in order to help people be familiar with other keys. So I transposed some of those contrapuncti and fugues in many other, minor keys in the order of ascending number of accidentals. Do you think that that's a, helpful device?
Yes, I think so, because, it's not good to play everything in one key only.
Mm-hmm. Although this collection is written in D minor.
Yes. I know that, but still, if you will play everything only in D minor, then you will be good only with D minor, really.
Mm-hmm.
Because the other keys requires a little bit different fingering and a little bit different thinking.
So then Brendan seems to be frustrated with his habit when he has to look down to see the fingers. Is it a bad habit or not?
Well, actually, it's sort of a strange one. I have never heard about such a habit before. But, I could draw a parallel that with the playing organ, he is like I'm with computers. Because I'm sort of never look at the screen when I'm typing things. I'm only looking at the keyboard.
That's good for your eyes.
Yes, it's good for my eyes. But, sometimes when finally you look at the screen, you see some mistakes and you have to correct them.
And that's not how professional typists do, right?
I
They
know.
always stare at the screen and they touch feel the keyboard and use all 5 of their fingers.
That's true.
How many fingers do you use, Osha, when you play? Not when you play, when you type.
Well, 6.
What do you mean 6?
3 of one hand and 3 in another one.
Oh, I thought 6 in each hand.
No, I don't have 12 fingers.
Wow, that would be a very fast way of typing. Sometimes people have six fingers, right?
Yes.
Like Hannibal Lecter. Remember from the Silence of the Lambs. Excellent. Um, so now, Osha, is it similar when you play the organ? Do you have to look down at your fingers or not? Or you only look at the score?
Actually, I only look at the score. Sometimes I have to look at the pedal. Sometimes.
How many fingers do you use when you play the organ? All of them?
All of them, yes.
Excellent. Good for you. Because not everybody is so advanced as you. Sometimes people use 2 fingers in each hand. I've seen my second grader do that.
So he is good with paired fingering, probably.
He uses like 1 and 2 maybe in each hand, and no matter how hard I emphasize that you need to use all fingerings, and please use my written down fingerings for that piece. He never, listens, never looks at the numbers. So he plays with weird positions in his hand. But what can I do?
So if he uses only 2 fingers in each hand, he plays sort of like a piglet.
We could say that, yes.
But don't tell him this.
No, he wouldn't understand at that age.
I know.
They are very sensitive. So basically, we need to use all the fingers. And is it really bad to look down from time to time?
I don't think so that it's very bad, But how can you then find your score, the particular spot that you are playing? Isn't it difficult?
What do you mean?
Don't you get lost when you look down at the keyboard and then look back at the score?
It should be more difficult this way, yes. And one of the reasons we suggest people just look at the score is to get more fluent with your playing, right? Because your focus will not be interrupted.
Sure. And what if you are playing from memory? Is it good to look at the keyboard then?
Well, it's the same when you improvise, right? When you are not using your score, I have to look at my fingers, right? Because where else should I look, right?
Yes, you could just look in front of.
Empty music rack?
That's true, yes.
And what would I see then?
I don't know. Put some pictures, some nice photographs.
A picture of you, maybe.
If that would help you, then why not?
A picture of you playing the organ or typing on the keyboard with 6 fingers.
Funny.
Um, uh, but I do the same when I improvise, right? I look at my fingers, and I sometimes look at my feet too. I don't feel trouble looking down from time to time. When I'm using a familiar organ like St. John's Church, I can feel the keyboard and the pedal board quite well. But still, if it's a large leap I'm making, I may look down from time to time. Should I feel embarrassed?
I don't think so.
So Brandon, should he feel embarrassed of looking down from time to time?
I don't think so. I think it's just perfectly normal. some of us just have better sort of motoric skills, some not so good. But that's normal.
But if he could reduce the number of times he has to look down, then he would probably become more fluent with his playing.
Yes. And maybe, try to look if you are looking at the keys at the same spots each time while you're playing the piece. And to see if, the spots are the same each time, it means that maybe, you need to practice more those particular spots in the piece.
That's a good solution. Look for trouble, right?
Yes.
Isolate trouble and make that trouble spots smaller each time. Maybe not only isolate both hands, but maybe play each hand separately.
That's true. And maybe you need, to correct your fingering in those spots, or to make some accents or change something else. Or maybe, to articulate more in those spots, because if those spots are, the same each time, it means that something is, technically not right.
Maybe move your hand a little bit different, the different position. Maybe use your wrist.
Sure.
Right? And sometimes it's good, especially on mechanical action organs. So experiment, guys, right? If you are in Brendan's shoes, and that will lead you eventually to success.
Yes.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for your questions. Please send us more of your, goals and challenges that you are facing. We would love to help you grow. And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.